Our viewers might want to have a look underneath the hood here and get a closer look at what we're talking about.
This guy, I have pretty much the TCFD from HPI, right? And I've gone a little further than HPI would do for the public. The countersteer thing, let me explain to you. With the RC car, countersteer is the amount of rotation on the rear wheel compared to the front wheel. My specific one, I've gone as far as sane people should go. I have gone 4 on this one. So 4 rotations of the rear wheel is 1 rotation on the front. What it is the rear diff ratio compared to the front diff ratio. On this specific one, I have a 20 in the rear, I have a 16, I have a 9, and I have a 40. So that's my rear rotation, and the front is hardly doing anything. It's just there for the ride along. By doing that, I do have not the fastest servo on the market, but I have a 1/8 scale buggy servo on it, which means it's ginormous. It runs at 7.4 volt. It's very fast and a lot of fun. On a drift car, you want 0 toe in the rear. Sideways, both wheels need to be straight, not towed out, not towed in. If you think about it, if it's towed in sideways through a corner, this guy's fighting this guy. Especially at high speed, it starts fighting each other. And that's the thing that I love so much about real cars and small cars and anything with a motor that has rubber on the floor, is that temperature can change. You know, coil rates, geometry, mathematics, all of them work together. And if you add 1 to this or -1 to this, that it could make 10 seconds difference easily. And 10 seconds per lap or a second per lap is a winner. Tandems is where a car and another car will chase each other. The lead car will set the line, angle, and speed through the corner. The guy following him is trying to mimic him with the same amount of angle and the same line as him and same speed. But his job is to be as close as possible to the lead driver without hitting him. That's easier said than done. So on this specific car, you'll see we've broken all the rules that I follow on setups. The reason why is because Ben wanted to have the form with a 0 function. But I made it function by cutting and modifying certain stuff. And you'll see on the rear right here, we have a 14.5 camber in the rear and 11.5 in the front. And as you can see, it's pretty form, and it is functional. I made it functional. It works perfectly.
This car almost looks like it hit a curb the wrong way, but this is what you wanted to do with it.
Yeah, it's hitting a couple of things, but we had to fix that problem. So you'll see on this one, West, this is as you know, this is a Sprint 2. Just a very simple, easy chassis from HPI. This one, we have the aluminum arms. We haven't even given him max steering angle because he doesn't need it. This is a 203 countersteer with the lower control arms on the rear because of the amount of camber that he had. This carrier would sit right against this arm. Not just that, the dog bone length, because he has so much camber, the dog bones, yeah, it would touch both sides, right? So I had to take the dog bones out and shave them off so that he has at least a little bit of suspension travel in the rear. And that's all he needs, that little bit, to make it work. Not just that, he also has droop, and I'll tell you real quick what droop is. Full compression, it settles. I'll do it again. When he gets on brakes, the front dips, the rear rises up, 1 mil, 2 mil maybe, and that's all he needs to move the weight to the front wheels to turn and switch. That's the kind of thing I love doing, is making something look good, but it has to function. Otherwise, it's just not fun to drive. You're going to hate it, you're going to put it on the shelf, and you'll never drive your car again. I have been doing this for a long time. I will be doing this for a very long time. If I can help anybody to have fun as much as I do, yeah, anytime, please hit me up on Facebook at Afro's RC Club, and I'll answer any questions you have, if I can. Otherwise, I'm sure West will answer the rest of the questions.
Great, it's all on me now. Well, Afro was such an awesome guy to interview that we didn't even get a chance to talk to any of the guys that were out here playing around. So we're going to come back and we're going to do this again. Thanks for watching today.
Through RC, I have learned the principles of aviation. RC taught me how to use tools.
RC taught me history.
From radio-controlled cars and aircraft, plastic model sets, to a wide range of assortment of paints and scratch building supplies, RC Pit Stop has you covered. We have something for everyone. Drop by today and talk to our friendly staff about how we can get you up and running. RC Pit Stop, serving the community for over 20 years.
Your job needs more RC.